Oh, there's a handsome looking man.
Oh,
Hello, sir.
oh, I didn't know you were in the museum. I'm the curator of the Coeur d'Alene Art Association and the museum. And I'd like to show you the artistic paintings that some of our artists have done if you want to come over this way.
I'd be delighted.
This particular painting is of a...
Are we looking at the one in the top?
Yeah, the vase on the top with two lemons. One
Okay,
lemon
let me
is...
get...
And that was done by someone by the name of Irene Ray.
Ooh.
And it was after his first lesson.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And then,
Yes.
after the second lesson, you can come down below here, and the bottom one was another vase and two oranges and some grapes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You can paint still life. I'm told that you can paint anything. So that's a good place to start and learn. This
They're
was lesson
beautiful.
number 3.
The middle one.
Yeah. And what I do is we do these together with my teacher, and then I come home and also do one by myself.
So you do the same picture twice.
So actually I'm doing the pictures twice.
And
it seems, she said I'm doing real good and I'm learning twice as fast as everyone has.
so you, the curator, then are also the artist.
Well, I didn't want to say that,
Oh,
but,
that's kind of
but it sort of
exciting.
snuck out.
I like that.
Yeah, I didn't know that that was going to happen because it really wasn't planned, actually. I guess it's a good idea, but if you come over this way,
Whoops.
this is the darker part of the museum. You want to get over this. Don't trip on your alligators down there. There's a moat around this place. Okay, this was done on the side one day. I took it off a calendar and decided I would just draw it up and paint it. So it's a
That's
picture of a
lovely.
late, it's almost late in the afternoon and it's a dark day.
It looks like it could be a scene from around here someplace, is it?
No, I don't know where it came from,
Okay.
but it sure is pretty, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Yeah.
You have a wonderful touch.
Yes.
These are all in oil, aren't they?
Yes, they're all in oil. Over there is some of the other paintings I've done. I'm still working on the daisies. The daisies
Okay.
need to be shadowed. However, I decided rather than have a bare table, I put a cloth on it. And it turned out pretty good, and I did the same with the apples down below. Put a cloth there, and you can see the wrinkles in it.
Oh,
And
I
then-
love the frame on that picture too.
Yeah, it was a rather old type frame which went along with the picture.
Very nice.
And this is my latest on the palette here, or the, whatever they call these things. What do they call these things?
I think they call them
Oh, that was
oil,
a car.
oil paint easels, I
Easel.
think.
I knew it. I thought it was an Etzel. Well, an easel. Anyway, I did the vase. It's hard to do copper. Brass, I mean. So I'm just learning how to do brass.
Get it straight, Warren.
So it's coming up pretty good.
It's very nice.
Yeah, the next thing on there will be the flowers. The background was done with a spatula. No brushes.
So this is the original.
Yep.
Is the artist's name on the original?
It is, but I don't. It's a lady. She does beautiful still life. She's one of the best still life painters in America. But I don't know her name
Okay.
because I'm not into finding out those kind of things.
Well, thank you for the tour.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now, I understand you have further items of interest down in the lower level. Is that true?
I have two. I'd like to tour the model airplane. And red light went out and now it's back on again.
Good. I'm always pressing the wrong button.
And then we'll go into the radio studio.
Okay, and now
see
I'm
what
going
goes
to
on there.
find the fade button here. Hold it. If I could do this right, and we'll fade out.
So fade out. Is it working now?
Yes.
Are you going to turn the light on?
Yeah, I think I better.
Okay. This is the hangar. And this is where I make all the airplanes, radio control model airplanes. This is what's left.
You're moving too
of a-
fast.
Irene, this is what's left of a 1939 Quaker. It was one of the best free flight flyers at that time, and I've converted it to, it's time to cut the, okay, what happened with this one is it lost its radio signal while it was in the air and it crashed.
Ugh.
But I had a lot of flights on it. It's a 1939 Quaker. It was one of the champions in the United States for free flight. And I converted to RC, and I made it from scratch. I bought some plans from it, and then I just constructed it from the old plans.
Okay, how, give us some idea. It's hard to tell with that part of it missing. How big is this?
Well, the wingspan is over 6 feet.
Okay.
That's how big it is. Now this is a Miss America. You can see the name here. That too was a 1938-39 model free flight, converted to radio control. And that's a wonderful flyer. It doesn't want to land, it wants to keep flying. This too goes back to the 30s. This is a free flight called the Playboy. And some of these wings, I can show you these wings, how big they are. They're all, here's the blue, here's the Playboy wings.
Okay, wait, I'm going to move over there.
Look at these. See?
Wow.
See how they're, and you can't land it. It will not come down as long as there's any airspeed. It's real hard to land them because it has such high lift. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
That was scratch built too. And here's the other one for the Miss America. Look how big that is. Now that'll really flip you.
How long does it take to build one of these, Warren?
Well, if you stick to it, look at this. It's 7 feet.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah. And that just flies forever. And that's what you all ought to be doing out there. You've got 25 acres you could fly in, and all the kids could learn how to fly.
Hey, we have 40 acres.
Oh, 40 acres. Plenty for the Schmeling or whatever his name is across the street.
Smell.
Schmela.
Okay, what about cost though? Is this going to cost us a lot?
No, I made
think
this
it
kit.
does.
I made this kit. I got the kit plans for $25. $15.
Just for the plan?
Yeah, and then I bought the balsa wood and just made it.
Well, what do you use to cover the balsa wood?
They use
cloth?
It's pre-painted cloth. Yeah, it shrinks. All you do is take a hot iron and it shrinks it. Shrinks right down and sticks. It's got its own stickum.
Okay, but you have to have something that makes it fly, right? Besides the wings and the body.
Yeah, well, you have to use a motor like this.
Yeah. Where is
See?
the motor?
Here's the motor.
Okay.
This is the one I flew yesterday and today. This is a fast model with a shoulder wing. This is a model you would use before you would get into this style. This is a pattern airplane. It does acrobatics. And you can see it's a different style altogether.
So you have to have different...
Here's Pluto. He's the pilot.
I can't see it. You'll have to turn it.
See like that? Pluto the puppy.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Here. There. If you can zoom in on Pluto. See him?
Yeah, to me he's a big blur. I hope it's coming out clear on the...
You don't have any eyes.
I know.
So that's a pattern ship, and that'll do acrobatics.
How many of these do you have altogether?
Oh, I don't know. 3 or 4, 5, 6. And then the one behind you is my newest creation. Is right there on the bench.
Okay.
That's
Right
a
here.
great big trainer.
Wow. Ooh, I like that color. It's bold. So you have the wing done.
Yep.
Do you have the body done?
Yeah, the body's behind you. Look
Okay.
behind you there.
Oh yeah.
See it?
Here we are. It's waiting to get covered, right?
Yeah, the body I'm still working on. Putting the radio into it. And here's the motor for it. See? It's a 4-stroke. It's got valves in it. That's what I was talking to you about before. And there's a little spark plug.
How do you keep the motor in the plane? I mean, how do you attach it to
Well,
the
you
plane?
attach it to the motor mount, which is going to be this. And it goes on this. See it?
Yeah.
And it goes on there.
Okay.
And it bolts to that. And that bolts to the motor mount.
All right.
And if you look, notice how it's offset. See it, how
Whoops.
at an angle? Here's straight, here's offset, see it?
Oh, yeah?
And that's because of the torque from the propeller. It always pulls the plane around to the left.
Oh, is that right?
So you have to push your engine down this way and pull it this way on the firewall to offset for the torque of the prop.
But Warren,
What?
doesn't it take a long time to learn all this? I mean, we can't just start
Well-
building airplanes and know all those fine details.
Well, let me tell you now how long it's taken.
How long has it been?
Well,
I remember back in high school when you had model
about
airplanes.
since I was 8 years old.
Right. And that's about how many years ago?
That was when I was a little bit younger than you. Okay, let's go down.
Well,
to
this
the-
is, you know, I'd like to see some of your tools here. I looked around and saw that
Oh,
you have some.
Well, I just got these. I've been using, believe it or not, I've been using a safety razor to do all my airplanes with up until about 2 years ago.
And then what
then,
happened?
well, I got tired of just carving and carving, so I bought a Sears jigsaw or whatever it's called.
Oh,
poking
okay.
saw.
Okay.
And I bought a Sears sander
Yes.
and a Sears drill press.
Oh, good. Did they have a good sale going then, I hope?
They were all on sale, and then I bought a $34 grinder at a discount house.
Okay. So
And
you're pretty well equipped now.
Then I have, this is what
Yes.
Chuck would like. I've got my rollaway with all my airline tools in it.
We just bought a whole new set.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you know what I paid for the bottom with all the tools? Every tool I would ever need, $134.
Ah, you have.
Just for the bottom, and the
Well, how
top
did
one,
you find
the
that?
top one I got for about $25
Yeah,
Oh.
that was a long
through
Don't-
another mechanic.
Okay. Oh,
Well,
I see.
I bought the bottom one through a discount tool house in Chicago for $134 with a complete set of tools.
And how do you find out about this? Was it through an ad in a
It was
magazine?
through a patient of mine.
Oh,
I
so it was just luck.
I was doctoring while I was working on
you were
airplanes.
threatening him, right?
I was working on the side. Here's the saw from Sears too, table saw.
Okay.
And this is the best one, is the band saw, right here.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that a neat one?
Wait now. That is.
Yeah, it's a nice shot.
I'm trying to organize it, but I don't do real good.
Well, it looks pretty nice and neat to me.
Well, I've got pegboards that put stuff on for, but I don't know what to do with them once I got them up. They're all empty. Few things hanging here and there.
Well, get Jean down here.
She can organize, but she hides everything and it looks clean.
Okay, shall we move on into the next
Yeah.
section?
Come in and see the raspberries in the freezer. You want to see raspberries?
Okay, we're gonna do
We picked 4 of these,
that.
which
These
is,
are raspberries now.
yeah, 4 trays just from this morning, and that's about 3 gallons.
Wow.
And what I had in there, this is what we're picking. See, this is how they come out. Whole gallons of raspberries.
Oh, is that wonderful? You just pick a gallon right
See?
off like that?
Yeah, there they are.
Ah,
They're really good.
heavy bushes.
And I never use any chemicals on them.
Oh, good.
I just let them grow.
Well, your
And this
freezer
is-
smells wonderful.
And this is from the cherry tree from last year.
Well, why haven't you eaten them yet?
I forgot we had them.
Good. Nice hat.
That's why.
Freezer closing.
Now, distance, the father saw his son returning from that long journey away from home.
Well, a dirty wind blows through the sky, and the autumn leaves cut loose and fly. Leave me watching and wishing I could follow. Though among the regrets that I can't get
Hi, Irene.
by, there are
Hi, Warren.
I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, I'm peeking in on what you're doing here.
Well,
Looks pretty nice.
I was just doing a radio program. I was just doing a radio program.
Daddy, what was I
Okay.
supposed to do? I don't know why it was so hard to talk to you. I guess my anger pulled me through.
That one kind of gets you, doesn't it, Warren?
Yeah.
No sooner had I hit the streets when I met the fools.
Reminds me of
that
Jimmy.
young fool meets.
Yeah.
All in search of truth and bound for glory.
Would you like to see what I'm doing here?
I love it.
I'll turn the music down a little bit.
Okay.
Anyway, this is a regular radio studio professional equipment. These are high-tech quartz turntables. You have one here and one here so that when you're done with one song, you can talk and just punch in this. You just feel where the punch-in buttons are. This is 2 receivers that I have to use, and this is an 8-channel radio station board, all with sliders. There's no buttons to click on and off, so everything is silent. And then these are tape decks, this one and this one. And then I put an 8-inch reel on here when I do my program. And I string it through here and just punch it in. And then when I do my program, I've had it all made up ahead of time. And I have the theme song listed. And then I read the scriptures. And I have it all timed down to the seconds, how long it takes to read and how long it takes for the record to start before a voice on the record starts. Because I can't talk while the record's on and someone's talking. So usually the record has a few minutes or a few seconds where the music goes and then they start singing. Well, I have to time that so that I'm finished when they start.
Yeah.
And the good thing to do is to follow through it so that they just hit within just a tenth of a second.
Okay.
So there's no lull in the program.
What's the name of your program?
Morning Song. Used to be Song in the Night when it was on night, but now it's on the morning, so it's called Morning Song. And the reason you want it all with continuity is so you don't lose your audience. If you got big breaks between songs and you talking, it doesn't make for a good program. So before one song enters, another one is, before one ends, another song is beginning, and so they tie in right, they touch each other. And that way you take the listener right into the next song and they can't leave it.
How'd you learn to do this?
Oh, it's just
Just natural talent again, huh?
it was just one of those
One of those multi-talented personalities.
So that's how you do it. And then when you talk into your mic, you just have it right here like this, and you say, well, you are listening to WNOG Naples, Florida. This is now Morning Song.
This is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, Warren.
I know, but that's where I used to be. So that's the way it is.
That's great. That's just great.
So then you just punch these out and turn them off here, here. Where's that one at? I forget where that one is. That one comes on when you turn on your...
Okay, you didn't show me your record collection. Is it, you know, do you have a
Okay,
great...
yeah. Starting here,
Okay, we like...
these are... This is a program I just finished this week. And then these are the Reader's Digest records. See them?
Okay.
And I have the late 40s. These are all the cowboy country. These are the #1 hits from 1956 to 1975.
Oh, good.
These are all the hits from 1949 and 1950. And these are some spiritual songs that I touch once in a while. And these are the 30s. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot
That's
of songs
great.
on there, and these
That's
go
just
back
great.
to the 20s to the 30s.
Wow. That's
So
a
I
wonderful
have
collection.
all the years covered, and I can pick from thousands of songs that way. And then over here, oops, this doesn't work. Anyway, starting in this corner, we have all the spiritual records. Doug Odom gave me this one, and if you notice, he signed it to me. See it?
No.
Well, it's right here.
It's probably on there, but I can't see it with my eyes.
And then there he is.
Okay.
And I have a lot of...
Alphabetical order.
No.
Okay.
And then I have the old waltzes, The Waltz You Saved for Me, Guy Lombardo, Pete Seeger, Arlo Guthrie. Then I have all of Disney's music back here. And
that's
I've got
great.
The Wizard of Oz, Pinocchio, The Muppets, and I work these all into the scripture stories.
That's great, Warren.
Snow White.
Excellent.
I do that sometimes for Ruth when she falls in love. Someday my prince will come.
Well, that's just wonderful.
That's it.
Looks like you're very busy here.
I'm a little busy,
Yeah,
but I like being busy.
that's great.
Well, it's been nice seeing
Well,
you.
thanks so much for giving us the grand tour.
Yeah, I need to do another program now, so if you'll excuse me,
Okay.
I need to get that done.
And before we leave, I'd like to get your autograph, okay?
Yeah, and come back again sometime, you hear?
Thank you. It's been great.